Hi, I'm Nick with Dorman Products, here to talk to you today about Dorman's catalog of OE FIX parts, a special class of parts across all vehicle systems that represent Dorman's most innovative solutions, saving customers time and money and reducing the complexity and cost of repairing a vehicle. In order to understand OE FIX parts, you've really got to understand what OE means. It stands for original equipment, which are the parts that came on a given vehicle when it left the factory. Many of those parts are excellent. However, there are some that can use a bit of enhancement. For those parts, Dorman applies extra effort to identify flaws and map out a solid plan for customers to repair them quickly, easily, and without a lot of special equipment or expense when possible. Dorman's OE FIX line of products are, at their core, better service solutions. Sometimes we'll make a part out of upgraded materials to increase reliability. For instance, many parts on modern vehicles are made of polymer, and while those often work well, polymer isn't always the right choice. In those scenarios, we'll craft new versions of the parts from metal, often putting aluminum or steel into play, creating stronger, longer-lasting parts. But there's more to it than just changing plastic to metal. For instance, on select radiator fan assemblies, we'll often upgrade motors to brushless units for improved longevity and superior electrical performance. Similarly, in the world of third brake lamp assemblies, we will sometimes convert incandescent bulbs into LED assemblies to help eliminate future service, increase reliability, and make the vehicle a little bit safer. We also rework components to ease repair as well as reduce labor time. Sometimes we'll change the design to remove steps from the factory remove and replace sequence. For instance, some older vehicles that use standard mechanical lock cylinders require repinning all the vehicle locks, or a customer is forced into carrying multiple keys. We offer a really ingenious kit that performs mechanical relearn of the old key for a new cylinder, meaning the cylinders in the door and lock can remain in place and the driver still only needs one key on the key ring. We also have a kit to replace leaking dipstick adapters on popular Ford diesels. Normally, replacement requires full engine removal. Our OE FIX kit cuts the job down to a half hour. Parts like these sell themselves since they're invaluable. Another real time saver are some of our airbox repair kits. When mode, blend, and recirculation doors in the vehicle's HVAC system have broken or become inoperable, removal and replacement of the whole assembly is usually the prescribed repair method, which requires pulling out the entire dash, and that is quite the job. Some of our repair kits allow the repair of the box in place, turning the job into a much less expensive and less frustrating experience, sometimes reducing labor times from hours to minutes. In a related vein, parts like those that we make available as individual components that a dealer only sells as a complete assembly save not just time, but also money. Parts like our fuse box modules come to mind. When a module goes south, dealers often sell a complete assembly, which requires more labor to install and replaces more than just a failed unit. Our OE FIX repair modules allow for a rapid, cost-effective solution. And this extends to some really big, expensive parts too. Vehicle frames, differentials, and body components come to mind. If a frame is damaged from rust, the factory solution is usually a full frame replacement. All too often, frames are unavailable, and the labor to swap a frame is obviously incredibly high, and it's made even worse if the vehicle is a truck outfitted for work and has additional equipment added to it. So we offer parts to repair the frames. Install is heavy, requiring metal prep and welding knowledge and equipment, but that's nothing compared to the alternative. We also have some components to repair differentials too. The same caveats apply, but being able to repair a differential housing and place it back into service rather than buying a new one can be the difference between more years on the road from a vehicle instead of scrapping it and replacing it with something else. Our corrugated sections of bed floors are really popular too. Think about how badly the floor of a hard-working contractor or landscape truck is treated by both the loads placed on it and the road debris and corrosive salt hitting the underside every day. And the cross members that support it get similar treatment, so we make those as well. It's practically a complete rebuild solution for a tired bed instead of doing a costly full bed replacement. And we also apply our OE FIX technology where required equipment may be prohibitively expensive to acquire. A good example is some of our lock cylinder kits. For vehicles with electronic anti-theft systems, we sell lock cylinders and keys along with a programmer so scanners and trips to the dealer are eliminated. These also come as fobs, only for cars that don't utilize traditional lock and key cylinder. They're perfect for DIYers and smaller shops that may not perform a ton of work like this. Other times we'll sell complete components pre-assembled for parts we know can be challenging in the field, and this can also be helpful for eliminating the need for expensive specialty equipment too. Our pre-pressed axles for Toyota and Lexus vehicles are a smash hit, since those can often challenge even the toughest shop presses. We also sell loaded knuckles that eliminate the time to press bearings in and out of knuckles that may not accept fresh bearings. And we also sell preloaded backing plates that remove the tedious process of putting drum brakes together. Obviously, it's difficult here to recommend specific items for repairs given the variety of problems that OE Fix solutions are designed to fix. But if there's one takeaway here, it's this. Look for the OE Fix icon when you want to sell your customer a long-lasting repair that makes more sense than just about anything available, aftermarket or OEM. Dorman's OE Fix value proposition is more than a part or a way of repairing a car. It's a philosophy of helping technicians and vehicle owners obtain a premium repair solution that's tailored to the vehicle and the problem that it's having. And remember, if you need any help before, during, or after the sale, the Dorman technical support team is always available to help. Give them a call at 866-933-2911. Thanks for taking the time to learn a little more about OE Fix parts. We hope this helps you and your customers. I'm Nick, and I'll see you next time.